Hello folks, this is Shera and welcome to the video. We're going to try to see if we can do one of the longer jobs this time. Starting with Jack Rubin's House in Need of a Renovation. Hi there. After the death of my beloved wife, I sold our old house as it brings back so many memories that I cannot cope with. I have decided to buy a new house and it requires some work. It needs cleaning and new radiators. It is too much work for me and I don't have the strength. I would like to move out of my old house as soon as possible as it's too painful to live there. My 2 daughters will be living with me and would like their rooms to be painted their favorite color, bright blue. Please try to arrange everything quickly. Jack Rubins. That's fair, wanting to move out. My gran passed away last year, and one of my cousins has taken over the house and is living there, so I can only imagine what that's like. But, you know, all the memories in that house were positive, so I can imagine it'll be difficult living in a place with negative memories. Let's see. Just a little bit of cleaning here. I think it's just the bedrooms in this one that we need to clean. Or, sorry, to paint, rather. Because I'm pretty sure you paint the dad's bedroom, too. Okay, there's that one done. I believe this is one of the daughters' rooms. Not much dirt in here, so that's nice. I'll leave that. Actually, I'll mount the radiator before I leave the room. Just so that's one less thing I gotta do. Okay. Let's see, there's some dirt here. And not much, actually. That's nice. Nope, this is the kitchen. I hope there's at least 2 bathrooms in this house, given that we've got at least 3 people living here. I believe that when I move, I'm going to have to deal with share 1 bathroom with 3 folks, which definitely is not the end of the world, but it'll be a little bit of a change. This must be another daughter's room, I'm assuming, since that's the same blue. Have any of you seen some of the older, like Victorian era, I think it was, water radiator heaters? Some of them have little compartments in them where folks could like warm up, where they could make toast and stuff, just using the radiator, which personally I think is brilliant. Apparently, a lot of old school radiators like this work as they do because they were anticipating the window to be open to allow air to go through, which is interesting. I don't know about you folks, but I am very much a creature of the area I was born in, and meaning I'm a bit of a polar bear and overheat quickly. So there have been times where I've had the window open in the winter, at least very briefly. It is scientifically proven that humans do tend to sleep a little bit better in a slightly cooler environment, and sometimes with a heavier blankets or heavier weights on top of us. So that's pretty neat. It doesn't work with everybody, but apparently it's like a thing. I myself have a weighted blanket. If you've got anxiety or trouble sleeping, or just like sensory stim, I would recommend getting one. Let's see. This is a cute little room. I guess not 100% sure what we use it for, but I'm gonna have to move this anyway to get at the dirt and to mount that radiator. Oh, so another piece of trivia. You know how there are drawing rooms in some of the old period dramas? I did not know until recently that by drawing room it means with drawing room, aka the room you would go to get away from others, especially if there's like a party or something going on in the old school, like, you know, dinner parties and that sort of era. And as far as I'm concerned, I think we should bring back the withdrawing rooms. Give us some place to go, so we don't have to be around humans, or can at least recharge our spoons before we have to deal with folks again at parties. Okay. I think I have to locate the dad's room now, because this is a... Okay, I did that one. Oh, there we are. This is the one. Okay, there's that, and I guess that other dirt must be in the bathroom still. Might as well put down the paint here. See, this guy has my aesthetic. I'm going pretty strong. Blue and gray. Heck yeah. Oh, yep, so 2 bathrooms in this house, which is a good amount for 3 folks. So apparently... Oh, towel radiator, right. So... this could just be something with older houses that have basements. But I've recently noticed, well, not recently, in the last decade or so, I've come across several houses where there's a, people call it a half bath, but really it's just like a toilet, just a toilet. And two of the ones I saw were like on the, whatchamacallit, like the top of the stairs. In that little space between the door and the top of the stairs, there was just a toilet. Like nothing around it, just a toilet. I mean, I guess that's good if that's all you need, but I'd be worried about, I don't know, for one thing, exposing my nethers to the basement, for one thing. And the other thing, someone coming across you. But, eh. It's just interesting. This is a nice blue. I wouldn't call this sleepy blue. A touch too bright to be sleepy. But it's a nice one. Oh, what I wouldn't give for like built-in shelving in my room. That's one thing I had as a kid that I miss. My dad built our bed frames, and shelving was, you know, built into them as a result, which came in handy. Hopefully I'll be able to get this job done without having, or this room done, without having to use another thing of paint. I should. I think if it were me, I'd leave these windowsill type things white, but, you know, the game wants us to paint all of it, so paint all of it we shall. So that's empty. I'm gonna drive everyone nuts and paint everything before I start placing down objects. Apologize for the silence. Brain is empty. It's time just for painting. No thoughts, only house flipper. Okay, so there's that. Oh. Fill that up. There we go. So there's that room, and now the dad's room. Let's see. I rather like this blue. So I'll do 2 walls this blue and 2 walls the gray, I think. Because the blue is lighter than the gray, I'll have the gray on these walls, but do this window bit and the blue. I do like this texture. It's not visible from a distance, but this is a good, like, paint on the wall texture. From a distance it just looks blank, but yeah. The more I learn about Unity, the more interesting it is to me, like how folks use it, what aspects of it they pick and choose and enhance. I say that as though I know much about Unity, which I don't, despite being friends with some game creators. Ah well. Yeah, this is a nice gray too. Okay, there we go. So I guess we'll start in this room with placing furniture. Let's see. Well, let's start with the bed. I'll go with blackwood, I think. And nope, that's too childish. I'll just leave it white. I guess here's the question, because I have to put a desk and such in here too. Well, it's doop. Chest of drawers. There we go, blackwood. Got a match. Oh no, we don't gotta. I could make it wonderfully ugly as heck if I wanted to. One of these days I very may well do so. Do I want to put... Well, how big is the bookcase is my question. Yeah, it won't look bad here. Not the best, but not the worst. Okay. Now, this kid already has a white thing in her room, so I'll stick to white wood. She likes blue, so... Actually, let's... Thinking about this realistically. The bathroom, or sorry, I can words, I swear. The desk I had at home prior to moving out, I was facing this way and my desk was right in front of me, and the glare from that was deeply irritating, so I will give this girl something a little less aggravating. Alright. Well, that's a start. And now we're just gonna yeet some furniture at this other girl's room and we'll be good. Okay. Yeah, let's do something slightly different for this chica. Let's see if everything has wenge. Which is this almost purple wood. Which I think is neat looking. Yep, wenge is available. It's like a weird red-black purple. Does the desk have wenge? Yes. This is a more difficult layout for the desk if we're taking reflection into account. Wenge? No, don't do this to me. No, they don't have wenge. So I guess this one is the one that mismatches the least. Ah, curse you, game. $11,000. Yeah, that's a lot nicer. Yeah. Clean. That's an ugly table, though. It didn't show both bedrooms. Weird. All 3 bedrooms, rather. Okay, so I think that's good for now. This was one of the longer jobs. We're gonna be in this little section of the game for a while, because the longer these jobs, the further we go along, the longer the jobs get. But at any rate, I think that's it for now. Please make sure to take care of yourselves and each other. And until we talk again, have a good one. Bye-bye.